Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ryan Jackson from Ryan Jackson LLC. Hope you all are doing good today. Hope you're doing well out there. I'm going to talk to you about Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Happened on Thursday, so it's been what 5, 6 days now, and it's problematic because it's an act of terror, it's an act of aggression, and it's a war act. And hundreds of thousands of people have been killed. I read now that right before I did this video that I saw something that Russia has the strike attacks against Ukraine's two largest cities. I know one of them, the capital is Kiev, and I don't know what the other city is. I didn't really read it in detail, but they were supposed to have talks on yesterday, and so it's like the attacks are continuing over there, and you know, my heart goes out to Ukrainian people um, because this is wrong. It's wrong. And the Russian people are, and I said this in my last video, the Russian people are feeling the effects of this act of terror because Russia's economy is taking a hit. If it's not for the sanctions and the boycotts, it's taking a hit on the market. The ruble is like it's taking a hit right now. The ruble is taking a hit, and the Russian people are paying for Vladimir Putin's their president. They're paying for his stupidity. They're paying dearly for it. And the Ukrainian people, they're fighting back. They're not taking it lying down. And that's what you expect. They're not tucking tail and running. They're fighting back. However, comma, with that being said, the people that are fighting back are the Azov. I think I'm the uh, Azov. I think I'm saying this right. They're a white supremacist terrorists. They're a battalion. They got together a battalion, and they're fighting the Russians. They're fighting for their country. So, with that being said, it's terrorists fighting terrorists, so to speak, because as the Azov have been training for the past year, and it's been reports of this on National Geographic. There was a documentary on it, and it's been reported on Vice News, and you can look it up on YouTube. Um, that yeah, these they have been training, so they have been expecting this for months and months and months. They have been building up to this point, and so far it's led up to Russia invading Ukraine, and now they're fighting the Russians. So Vladimir Putin was right. There are Nazis in Ukraine. They have a large white supremacist terror cell in that country. And it's funny to me that, well, I shouldn't say funny, but it's not surprising, but yet infuriating that the black citizens of Ukraine aren't allowed to get out of the country. They're being pushed back. They're trying to, I think, come into Poland, just trying to get the hell out the country. And they're saying, well, citizens first. What that means is white citizens first. Aren't these black immigrants? Aren't they Ukrainian citizens too? Don't they have Ukrainian citizenship? Shouldn't they be allowed to go as other Ukrainians? Oh, I guess not, because this is their sin. So, I mean, white supremacy is everywhere. And like Minister Farrakhan said in his swan song speech on Sunday at Savior's Day, white supremacy is going to fall. It must fall. Not just here in America, but around the world. White supremacy, their days of ruling is coming to an end soon and very soon. So, and this is scripture, it's being foretold that there would be wars and rumors of wars. So the Bible's being fulfilled. It is. Um, Also, I mentioned in my on my timeline. Well, before I even get into that, take this time to hit the like button, smash that like button, smash it down, subscribe to the channel. Brother will appreciate it. And I need the love and support. So smash that like button down if you already have it. Now, I mentioned on my timeline a few days ago that Vladimir Putin, he's not taking Biden seriously. He doesn't take him serious. He's like, okay, this is what I think of your boycotts. He's thumbing his nose at him. The world, he's thumbing his nose at the world. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Damn your boycotts. And the reason because of that is because, and I firmly believe this in my hardest of hearts, the neighbor to the east of Russia, their neighbor and ally, is a country by the name of China. China is the world's leading economic power now. They are an economic superpower. So whatever the US has, so my question is this. What do the United States have that China doesn't have? Or more of it? Our government is already indebted to China. So what do they have that we don't have? So what do we have that they don't have? Whatever Russia needs, China has her back. And China's a silent partner for right now in this war with Ukraine. But, but I would not be surprised if China sticks her nose in this. I would not be surprised if China sends weapons to Russia. And I really won't be surprised if they send goods and money to the Russians. So there are going to be two countries indebted to China here soon, two superpowers, not only the United States but Russia as well. So you can't get something for nothing. It's always you're making a deal with the devil, you're gonna pay. You got to pay the piper. Whenever you make a deal with the devil, there's always, 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 always strings attached. And Russia will help China out as long as Russia repays her debts. They will help her out. They're going to help. They're going to assist her in this war with Ukraine. They are, and I firmly believe that because they are two. They're neighbors and they're allies, and China has Russia's back. While we're on the subject of China, they had an act of aggression against Taiwan. They flew fighter jets over in Taiwanese airspace. They're trying to take over Taiwan. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to what's going on between China and Taiwan because it may be quiet for now, but it won't be quiet for much longer. It will not be quiet. China feels that Taiwan is their territory and they have the right to take back what's rightfully theirs. Well, Ukraine was part of the old Soviet Union. So Vladimir Putin wants to relive the Soviet Union days. I guess he wants it to be what it once was. And now he want to take over Ukraine because Ukraine was once part of the Soviet Union, the old Soviet Union, and Vladimir Putin feels in his hardest of hearts that that's still Russian territory and that's rightfully theirs to take over. And the Ukrainians is like, get out of here, get the hell out of here with that BS. No, sir, we're gonna fight you tooth and nail into the death. And more power to them. But China will stick her nose into it. She will look out for her fellow neighbor and ally. I firmly believe this. And while we on the subject of superpower bullies, we cannot let the United States escape because they are flying bombing strikes, airstrikes on Somalia, a black country on the African continent. They bombed Mogadishu and Somalia last week, while at the same time condemning Russia for invading Ukraine. The United States has a bad habit out of talking out of both sides. She loves talking out of her behind. She does it she has a PhD in it, like no other country. How can you condemn Russia for invading Ukraine and call Vladimir Putin a monster and evil, and he should be charged on brought up on war crimes when you're bombing a nation in Africa and people are remaining silent about it. They're not saying anything about it because all eyes is on Russia. Russia, Russia, Russia. What's Russia doing? Russia's wrong. Russia's this. Russia that. Boycott this. Ban that. Sanctions this. Sanction that. Russia, Russia, Russia. Vladimir Putin is bad. Putin, Putin, Putin. Putin is bad. Putin's a monster. Putin's evil. Yada yada. Pray for Ukraine. Yada yada. Okay, all right. Yes. All these may be true. Vladimir Putin is a bad man. He's an evil man. Yes, he is. However, he is not the only evil monster in this world. We have one in the United States government and in the Oval Office. They're bombing an African nation, a black country, and innocent people are being murdered. Does Somalia have terrorists? Yes, they do. But when you do these airstrikes, they do not only hit their intended targets, but they hit innocent men, women, and children as well. Schools are bombed, hospitals are bombed, mosques are bombed, churches are bombed, what so have you. Neighborhood whole areas are bombed. And in the Geneva Code of Conventions, it says that hospitals and schools are off limits, especially hospitals and religious institutions. They're off limits. But the United States ignores that. We know they do. They bombed mosques in Iraq and Afghanistan. They have. Let's be honest. They have. They've bombed mosques in Iraq. They bombed mosques in Syria. They bombed mosques in Somalia. They bombed mosques in Afghanistan. If you think otherwise, I'm gonna pray for you because you really need it because you bind into the BS. The United States is not without fault here. She has flown airstrikes against Somalia, a black country on the African continent, but no one said nothing about that. So I can't, in good conscience, and I said this yesterday on my timeline, I can't, in good conscience, condemn Russia for invading Ukraine when our own government are killing black people on the African continent. I can't in good nature. It's hypocritical. It's wrong. I can't. I just can't. Not in good conscience. I can't do it. I will not do it. Russia's bad. Russia's this. Russia's that. Russia, Russia, Russia. Putin, Putin, Putin. Boycott, sanctions. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. Russia's being kicked out of the FIFA. They're not showing movies in Moscow and in Russia now. Okay, whatever. Do what y'all do. Do you. Y'all do y'all. They're gonna get it from China. Her neighbor to the east, they have American movies in China. They could easily stream it into Russia. You don't think they had that capability? Come on. Come on, y'all. So Putin don't care. He don't give a damn. Yes, what Russia did was bad. Vladimir Putin is an evil man. Yes, he's gonna pay. I get all this. However, how can we condemn somebody and vilify someone as being evil when we're the evildoers too? What we're doing to Somalia is just as bad. That's an act of war. Because you're not just going after the terrorists, you're killing innocent men, women, and children. Those bombs are not just going to kill the people that you want them to kill. It doesn't work that way. They don't have an owning device to kill certain people. When a bomb is dropped, it wipes out everything. I've seen the effects of bombings. It wipes out everything. Everything is gone. Not just your targets, but everything. Innocent men, women, and children. Schools, churches, mosques, neighborhoods, hospitals, whatso have you, gone, completely gone. Businesses, gone. It just don't wipe out just certain targets. It wipes out everything because it's a ripple effect. I've seen it. I've seen it. So, like I said, I can't in good conscience, condemn Russia when the United States is doing what they're doing in Somalia and in Yemen. I just can't. I can't. I can't. And if Vladimir Putin's bad, then Joe Biden is bad. Joe Biden is not the superhero here. He's not. He doesn't have his cape blown in the wind. Let's stop painting him as a Superman and and Vladimir Putin as Lex Luthor. Let's stop. Let's stop because yeah, Putin may be having he may be mentally unstable. He may be. This very well may be true. But so is Joe Biden. So are our allies. So we can't out of one mouth condemn someone else. You're wrong. You're wrong. Okay, bomb them. You're wrong. You're wrong. What you're doing, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. My wrong is actually right because I'm going after people that's wrong. No, you're wrong too. Vladimir Putin says he's going after terrorists. He stated that he's going after Nazi terrorists. He's trying to rid Ukraine of Nazi sympathizers. He called Zelensky a Nazi, but Zelensky says he's Jewish. So if it's wrong for Vladimir Putin to go after white supremacist terrorists, then isn't it wrong for Biden to go after Islamic terrorists? I mean, because innocent men, women, and children are being killed in Ukraine, and innocent men, women, and children are being killed in Somalia. We can't talk off both sides. But then again, that's what the United States does well. She does it better than anyone. She has a PhD in it. She's the master of deception. And so is the media. They have many of y'all fooled. They do. Hold on a second. Let me plug in my device here. Battery's getting a little low. But yeah, man. She talks out both sides. She does. And we shouldn't be surprised by this. We shouldn't be. And while y'all on your knees praying for the Ukrainian people, which you should, pray for the people of Somalia. Pray for the Somalis. Pray for them. Pray for the people of Somalia. While you're asking God to watch over and protect the Ukrainians, the people in the Ukraine, ask God to protect the people of Somalia too, because they're suffering. So don't just pray for one nation, pray for Somalia as well. Pray for them. Pray for the people of Yemen, the Yemenis people, the people of Syria. Don't just pray for uh, uh, a certain people because the media is putting it out there. They love to tug on our heartstrings with these sad sob stories. And yes, some of them are. They are for the most part, but they're not the only ones. There are other sad sob stories. So don't fall into the media's BS, please. Like Maj Toure said, a good brother out of Philly, the most effective devil in America. That's what the media stands for. Most effective devil in America. That's what media stands for. So with that being said, hit the like button, smash that like button down, drop your comments below. Like I've always said, and I'll keep saying, we don't have to agree, but let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Please, let's do that, y'all. Let's have these conversations and let's just come to a common ground. So hit that like button, drop your comments, and subscribe to the channel. On that note, I'm out of here. Y'all take care and God bless. Love y'all much. Take care. I'm out. Peace.